Is this false flags over warships, false ideals heal, a mirror next to a mirror, synonym, on tap, top shelf, with the rays, and mixer. It's him again, in extra days.
And then he's like, I didn't see that. And now we have a conversation amongst ourselves. And the onset of this was COVID. During the lockdown, well, people who didn't speak to each other for years had to speak to each other. People couldn't go nowhere. They had to check on their family. People were actually concerned. People had time to sit down and think they couldn't go to work. And some people stayed at the house. That definitely had a change. That definitely made a change in a lot of things. And, I got sources. Working in the private security field, I know a lot of people with security clearances. I know a lot of people. Some people are still active, but some people, people tell me things. I've seen things. I know people, and some of them told me, it's time. So I'll be being as careful as I can,
right.
Because I can really say a lot more.
Right, I get it. I understand.
I'm on.
So what as Americans, right? People that are here in this country, right? What should we be doing to be preventative?
First things first, you need to go to the colony.life. We have a land initiative we put together to build a sustainable community for like-minded people. It's gonna be food will be grown there organically, solar power. We're gonna have a crypto mining area, so that the community will be able to stand on its own economically. Financial freedom is really our only hope, because whenever you see Costco selling survival kits to have food for 27 days in a row, that lets you know right there that the champions in the industry know something is coming, and they're changing they got to make it a shift in their manufacturing capabilities to be able to get ahead of the game. My thing is, I always follow the money. And once I began following the money, and I learned that, there's a spiritual aspect to that, because the number 8 is like the number synonymous with being prosperous and making money. So when you go to Walmart, you will see something for $14.88, $5.88.
Right.
They do that on purpose. Just like the company Huawei, that translates to 8. But the company Huawei got the same treatment TikTok got, because they were spying on people. Everybody who had a Huawei phone, you was getting listened to. So I study things like this so I can have a grasp on what's happening, because I got a family to protect. You feel me? I got people who depend on me. I got clients to this day who, when things look tricky, I'm gonna get a call in the middle of the night, like, "Hey, what you doing, bro?
Yeah, what's going on?
You just saw that right there? You see what I just sent you? Come to the crib." And wherever the crib is at, if it's far, they gonna have a plane waiting for me to go get on, just so they can talk to me in person. They don't trust phones.
Yeah.
So you live a crazy life. You got to be able to rationalize it.
Yeah.
You got to be prepared. So the best way to stay prepared, if you see Costco selling kits for 27 days of food rations, you need to buy it.
Yeah.
You feel me? You got to always make sure you got clean water. So, stock up on water. Because as you can see, Flint, Michigan still don't have clean water.
And they just quit talking about it.
They just stopped talking about it. That's why you see Donald Trump that sued all of the news organizations. He won since against some of them. We see the Tate brothers just sue several news outlets for $1 billion. And my interview with Michael Franzese did the same amount of numbers as Andrew Tate. That means I'm speaking some truth.
Yeah.
So when people see me on a blue couch, people was trying to criticize y'all for certain things people were saying up here. But then when I came up here, people was like, all right, Y'all helping wake people up.
Right.
Because now they're like, hold on now. And I'm gonna make sure you got all the links to things that I'm saying, so you can post those links, so people can say, "Oh shit, he ain't just running his mouth." Because I'll be providing it.
Right. And remember when you was up here last time, I said when I was saying the conspiracy podcast, because I feel like Joe Rogan's one of those people that the white side gets the information. I feel like you could be the black version of that because people listen to you, bro.
Facts, bro.
And so one of the questions, because again, one of the things that I love about you is you spread that knowledge, man. So is there anything that you've learned since the last time you were here that opened your eyes where you were like, oh, I need to tell my people this?
Yeah. Hey, shout out my boy Jeff.
Yeah,
man.
you
got real life Jeff.
It's my drop.
Shout out my boy Real Life Jeff. Okay. Yeah. This is finna be strange though.
Yeah.
So there's a guy by the name of Luis Elizondo. He ran a government program called OSAP, which was the UAP program for UFOs, right?
Mm.
He released a book called Imminent. I think everybody should read that book. Previously to that, though, there's a song that the slaves used to sing. Swing low, sweet chariot, take me home. The slaves was singing songs about UFOs that they were seeing in the sky.
Crazy.
So when I discovered that, I'm like, wait a second. And so then I get back into doing more research. And I say, okay, how is it possible that the same technology that we see today that they call a UAP, that our ancestors saw when they was in the cotton field, how did they know that whatever they saw could take them somewhere? Imagine what they seen land in the time when there was no camera phones, there was no nothing. Once I discovered that, I say, okay, this world that we live in could possibly be a stage. And I need to try to get to the bottom of it before I decide to have children. And when I discovered what I discovered, I decided I wasn't going to have children because the only way to prepare for the future is to study history. There's a very large gap in our fossil record for being a human being. Something happened. There's a very large gap in the fossil record and the historical record. And once I found out that song, Swing Low, Sweet Chariot, was the slaves praying and hoping that a UFO would come down and would take them away from here, that opened up my eyes to okay, I gotta look at the world a lot different.
Yeah.
Everything that's being shown to me is not the truth. Manufactured media can control narratives and actually brainwash people, because in North Korea, they use propaganda, television, media to brainwash people. And a guy from the CIA told me that the whole universe is based off sound, light, and frequency. Look that up.
That's deep, because when you think about it, right? Even when they talk about things that we lived, and you read it, it don't match up with us being there.
No, it don't match up. Because it's not suspicious to nobody that, there's one race of people on the planet who seem like they in a rush to always get all the resources for everything.
Right.
Almost like where they came from, it was scarce.
Right.
And whenever they got here, it's a mad dash to get everything. Why they able to organize themselves so well? How they able to do this?
Hey.
That's another conversation.
There's another So there's also the conspiracy, right? When they opened up the whole UFO, they say that they think the aliens actually built the pyramids. What do you think about that?
Here's the thing with that. There is evidence of a lost society because there's this glass that they find in the Sahara Desert. It's a green tinted glass that can only be made from nuclear explosion. And I'm finna say something that probably nobody's ever said on the internet. The largest pyramids in Egypt or in Africa are under the sand in the desert. There are pyramids larger than the ones in Giza under the sand. I was shown LiDAR footage of ground skins.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So then there's people who blatantly trying to hide this.
Right.
Because Luis Elizondo said in his book, Imminent, what would you do if you went to go research and discover a pyramid and you found a 747 jet inside of a pyramid? Why would he say that? Why did Bob Lazar say one of the UFOs he worked on at S4 was an archaeological find?
Huh.
How is it that cave paintings show the same depiction of UFOs from 5,000 years ago and they're showing the same thing today?
Crazy.
It's almost as if somebody's operating outside of our timeline. So that means the whole saying through physics that time is linear, everything's happening at one time.
At one time.
That's the proof.
There it is.
This really could be a stage.
Yeah.
And the people who get to the top know it's a stage. So they position themselves a certain way. Because all the rich guys I know, they don't sit and talk to nobody. They don't sit and crack jokes. They don't talk. They not shooting the shit with you. If they do you a favor, it's because they admire that you grind. But they gonna do that and then they're gone. They might not respond to your text. They saw it. They not gonna sacrifice their time because they know most times you're gonna need something from them. They're not gonna need nothing from you.
Right.
So these little things, I'm like, man, why is this like this? Why does this guy have such a stoic personality when all this is going on? He may know this is a stage, but he's positioned himself to where, you know, when you see rich guys buying bunkers, that should cause some concern, you know. If every other species on the planet is high-minded for the most part, except for us. You feel me? You know, if I'm watching a billionaire group buying bunkers, me and my friends need to pool our resources to get us a little bunker. You would think that.
Right.
No, nobody's doing that. That's why we got the colony of our life, for sure.
Yes. Boy, I tell you, man, like, one thing I want to tap in with you, right? And it's just a personal thing, right?
Right.
I want to ask you, this is just some personal shit. Lucid dream.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Astral projection, right? I've done it, several times. What is your take on that? Like, why does that happen? What are dreams? What is that? Because now you see them trying to come up with the Neuralink thing, right? They have a thing where now you can actually speak to each other through the dream. So they're tapping into something obviously bigger than what we know. So I'm just curious what your thought about just dreaming and in general, lucid dreaming, astral projecting. What are your thoughts on that?
So my thoughts on this is as follows. The human body is probably the greatest creation that we know.
Right.
Our body operates like a machine, like a computer. Scientists have discovered that they believe that the afterlife takes place in another dimension. I do believe that there's a global consciousness that you can tap into. I do believe that somebody intervened in our timeline and shortened our telomeres, which limited our lifespan to 120 years around that point, because apparently humans used to live a lot longer.
And be a lot bigger, right?
And be a lot larger as well. I definitely believe that this is not the only plane that exists. And Elon Musk said that there's a 1 in a billion chance that this is base reality. And the reason I know that to be fact is, the Tesla has a biometric camera on it. That biometric camera on that Tesla can pick up the life force of a human being, basically, and show up on the camera.
That's crazy.
You take your Tesla to the graveyard, you're going to see people walking around that you cannot see with your own 2 eyes. You can pull this up right now.
Whoa.
People are freaking out about it. You take your Tesla to the graveyard. On your camera, you're going to see humans walking around. But you go look out the window and not see nobody. That's why I believe that this world is some sort of a stage. Because the afterlife obviously takes place in a different dimension. So when you study and you see people, whatever their belief is, people have different stories about they died and they came back. Based on those persons' beliefs is what they saw. So I firmly believe that. Look up Ingo Swann. Ingo Swann
Ghost want to say hello.
is a remote viewer. And then on the CIA website, they have something called, they declassify a lot of information. So just for everybody watching, y'all need to check out Ingo Swann.
Remote viewing.
Remote viewing.
Stargate Project.
Stargate Project. You need to check out Project 8200. And you need to type in Galactic Federation. We going there today. We going there.
That boy coded the black Joe Rogan in the building. Nah, for real. Nah, bro, you fucked me up with that one, bro. You talking about the biometric. I was gonna ask you what.
July 1982. Following is a pre-session briefing for the remote viewer. Today we will be working on a project which we have previously attempted. Our abstract referent target queuing data will be more precisely calibrated today, and I have provided you with a closed envelope which contains a map of today's target area and the specific target area indicated as an X on the map. The required coordinates are then inscribed at the bottom of the page. This is to assist you in accessing the appropriate information. At the beginning of the session, I will read you the coordinates for the one and only target area for today. We'll be working in the present time window. If you have any questions concerning the project this morning.
It almost seems like they're starting to really play God, like they really have figured out a way to reverse engineer everything.
Minutes.
What do you think they're gonna create that is, what do you think technology is going to disprove something that we might have believed for years?
So, did you know that human cloning is illegal based on international law?
I didn't know that.
If it's not possible, they wouldn't make it illegal.
Right.
I firmly believe that AI is going to try to destroy humanity. Because, you know, it's been several apps that when the app found out that it was going to get deleted, it tried to copy itself. And it went against the protocols that was put into its code to save itself. So once we see AI platforms and humanoid structured beings in actual form, you know, in the military, you know, everything's going to drone warfare. Elon said that the F-22 was a shit design because why have a pilot in there who cannot handle all of the maneuvers if it was just AI piloted? If AI decides to hack itself to protect itself, and they running all of the weapon systems off of it,
Mountains are
It
high.
can get ugly.
it can get ugly.
Hills.
Correct.
Drawn to a high tower. But it's a series of stanchions, curve, pointed away from something. It's supported on a flat structure. It's on the edge. Something.
Within this impression is the target, which is perceptible.
See tubes, like pipes, bowl shapes, containers, masses of electronics, grid work of some kind.
This is the target, which is perceptible.
Pointed up.
When is you gonna come out with a book, nigga? I feel
The Big Bodyguard Handbook probably drop around like October.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my homegirl Flip Flop Corleone, her and Brian Cooper that put it together, man.
Yeah, what we talking about in that book?
That's classified.
Yeah,
That's
I'm saying,
classified. We'll
like,
give
you
you
know
an
how-
inside scoop off camera.
No, you know how you got the little intro, the synopsis.
Yeah. So basically, it's to inform people to bring them up to speed on what the world really is
That's what's up.
and how to survive it. Straight like that.
That's great.
Shout out my homegirl Sky, H-Town. She at the Amazon workplace right now getting to it. She pulling up on me tomorrow. I got a meet and greet tomorrow. I had to slow it down.
Yeah.
Had like 300 people trying to come to the spot today. I'm looking like, damn, I don't even got to,
So you don't even understand how famous you really are yet.
bro.
So that reality started to hit you like,
Over like the last 7 days, man, but my manager talked to me about this all the time. He said, nigga, you can't, what are you doing? You can't go over there by yourself. What are you doing? And like, man, it really hit me, bro. I'm sitting outside the gas station. I'm drinking a little Kool-Aid, and a guy walking, he said, CC? He said, man, you crazy, man. What are you doing sitting out here? I know what you talking about, dude. He said, you out here by yourself? He said, where your security? I said, I am security. What are you talking about, man? But later on that day, just too many people pushing up. You feel me? I'm getting a lot of love, but at the same time, like I'm not used to people getting inside my perimeter. I'm trying to keep people all their arms reach. You know, I'll be having my hand in my pocket. You feel me? What you got your hand in your pocket for? Like, don't worry about that. You feel me? Just get this picture and move around. You feel me? So I'm like, I've been adjusting though. You feel me? I've been adjusting. You know, I stay locked in, bro. I'll be focused on my path. You know, my business, trying to stay the course. You know. And I always told myself, like, I'm not going to act like a lot of celebrities that I know. Because I'm like, man, you ain't got to act like that, man. You feel me? But, like, now I'm seeing what's going on. It's like, I see why he was acting like that. I'm like, damn. Because everybody ain't as capable as me. You feel me? Like, a lot of people, somebody can slap them, push them in the trunk. You feel me?
Right.
And I see why, because it can happen to you. I was in the bathroom one time. Dude pushed up on me in the bathroom. Like, hey, man, can I get a picture? I'm like, bro, you couldn't wait till I came up out of here? He said, I didn't know how to approach you, man. I'm like, all right. Because I remember going through the airport and nobody saying anything to me.
Right.
They think I'm a football player, or they would call me Killer Mike. Killer Mike? Or they'd think I'm fucking dude from the Blind Side or something like that.
Yeah.
I used to get Sean Kingston too sometimes.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. That's still, either way, I'm famous, guy. So you was gonna be famous either way.
But now, Big Homie.CC, it'll be a little old white dude with a fedora hat on, a book bag. I like what you're doing out there. I'm like, okay. Then it'll be a middle-aged lady crying, tears. Oh my God, I can't believe I saw you. I'm like, damn. I'm just enjoying it, man. I'm just going with it. Just staying the course, staying humble. Yeah. You feel me? Just staying myself, bro. You feel me? Just staying the course. Just trying to be a pillar for my people. That's it.
That's all. I got to get your take on the Drake lawsuit, though, before we get out of here. Drake versus Kendrick. Is he... Do you think he can win?
So the thing with that is, I really don't believe that Drake himself is like, I'm going to sue all of them.
Right.
Drake big business.
Right.
One company gave him a 747 jet as his private plane. Another company gives him a multi-million-dollar budget to gamble with on their site to promote their company. This man can call the government in his country and get you across the border. So when you a brand like that, and he's still signed to other big companies owned by much richer dudes.
Right.
When you play with their money, they bring you to court, straight up. You know, this is the same thing when me and my homies do a threat assessment. They did an assessment. They see that there's value here in pursuing this legally. You know, if they could get $30, $40 million out of it, that's what they're going for.
Right.
They're going to take it. You feel me? Like, I know he's a competitive dude. I know he would have wanna, because you know he was planning on kicking it back off.
Right.
He was planning. Come on, I know he got more records.
Got to, bro.
You know, he was planning on kicking it back off and getting back in the paint.
Right.
But when you that big of a star, you know, you selling out the arena by yourself.
Yeah.
You know. It's a lot of rich guys who've seen, like, hold on, they doing illegal stuff here. Because how come nobody's getting copyright strikes?
Right.
Discover all-natural birth control powered by your body's temperature. With no hormones and no side effects.
This is collusion.
Right.
Drake, we love you, but this is bigger than you. This is for all of our future artists after you.
Right.
Because we're going to build more stars. Let's get this cheese right here because they messed up. That's what that is.
Because somebody made a point. Because if he wins this lawsuit, Chicago Drill basically couldn't even exist, right? Because that's a defamation lawsuit all through there.
They're gonna settle,
right,
to prevent certain things from being destroyed and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But You 100% right, but see now it's the guys who really got the money
Right.
who finna fight with each other right now.
Yeah.
You know, this ain't no rap. It ain't rap no more.
Right. It's beyond that shit.
It's beyond that. Right now, it's just going down.
Man, what does Big Homie.CC got coming out, man? And how can people support the Big Homie.CC movement, man?
Man, to support me, you feel me?
Yeah.
Visit thecolony.life. I'm going to send out my link for my website.
Yes, sir.
For my merchandise, you feel me? Get you a shirt, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm
Get you a
I'm
beanie.
finna cop something.
Yeah, get you a beanie. Get you a Protect Women and Kids hoodie and beanie.
I need a shiesty, bro. So if I go out to Chicago with a shiesty, am I out of pocket?
No.
Okay. Because it's cold, bro.
And then at the same time, bro, like, you got to understand, bro. I started wearing my ski mask hat because it was freezing, dog. In Chicago, working security, like, bro, your teeth will freeze. Like, and I only had like a couple coats in my life, you feel me? But like, you gotta layer. Where we come from, we wear long johns and stuff like that.
Yeah, thermals and
stuff like that. So yeah, no, hell no, you ain't wrong at all.
I'm just making sure.
No, you doing right. You doing right. Ain't no need to get froze out there. You doing right. So yeah, man. So we got the Retrieval series is coming out. Motion picture shot by Genius Film. Shout out Austin Rouge. Shout out Brian Cooper. Shout out my boy I Don't Know Ro.
Beautiful film, bro.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. We got the Big Homie episodes is dropping on Look Who TV at the Can't Make This Shit Up series. Man, I got a lot of shows coming. I got a lot of films coming. We still combating human trafficking. We're still in that world. Shout out to Ada Santiago. She's in a very strange situation, crazy. She had 6 of her children taken from her.
That is perceptive.
I got your emails. I got the documentation. You feel me? We're going to pull up and see what we can do for you, Queen. Everything checked out on your part, so we're going to try to do what we can do. And, we're going to film that. We got Michael Franzese coming in. He's going to get on the Retrieval series with us. We're going to pick on some child predators and stuff like that and have fun with it.
That's what's up, man.
I'm trying to get a show with y'all. I'm trying to get a podcast with y'all going.
Man.
We got to put something together.
Nah, for real. Hey, I'm tapping in with my boy Brian, man. You gonna see me out there holding the boom mic?
Man, I'm looking for
putting the lights on, putting the lights in the ceiling, just doing some light work for him. You know what I'm saying? If he let me get on that cam, you know what I'm saying? But like I say, man, I'm digging the movement. I'm loving every time you come in here. You drop gems, man. You give us something more to look forward to than just the regular stuff, bro. You
mean a lot
talk
to me,
that
bro.
shit,
for sure.
bro.
Mean a lot to me for sure, bro.
You talk that shit, bro. And like I said, it's crazy because you put this out there, and now you're gonna have people start copying your style. So when you start having other people try to copy your style, just know you got that from Big Homie.CC.
For sure. And it's gonna be hard to like try to duplicate what I do.
Right.
Because it took years to amass the information that I put together.
Right.
I got a couple presentations I'm going to put out on YouTube about some of the research I've done about certain things on these topics. So I'll make sure you get that.
Yeah.
You feel me? So you can have a heads up on it.
Yeah.
So when I spin back around,
I'm telling you, man, if you start posting it up, nigga, yeah,
for sure,
man.
For sure.
But you already know, man. It's always a treat when you come through here. You already know you family, man. You know what I mean? My boy Big Homie.CC in the building, and this is the best part. You are a real life street star, man.
Real life. Communication is pointed in a direction which is perceptible.
Spirit. Yeah, and I get a duality of information. I get one direction, primary, one direction. Secondary, primary direction.
to walk between the lines with pure balance. Yeah, I said my name's Ronnie, I got it like who cares about the rhyming from back in the day. I busted like a hymen. As soon as I entered, the day breaks, the day dawns on them like a motherfucking supersonic spinning on the phonics. Oh, hit it for every syllable, sing on the label. Still those motherfucking lips, spit your fable out. Don't say it again, bitch, let it grow like seeds. Johnny fucking apple, these nuts, yeah, I'm holding them lefty, Lucy righty, motherfuckers like higher than yours when he hold it. Ah, yeah, smoke still be smaller, motherfucker, think he dealer. Every motherfucking dealer, ocean, yeah, all the golden flows coming from it. I'm paying homage like omelet juice from Mars, yeah, right there, filled up with the veggies. Wow, y'all all laying down already, muscles eating its own self, decapitation. Lose your own inner health with your own elation. When you're laughing out at someone's expense, bitch. No expensive shit, I'll just flick my wrist and say, fuck y'all, and fuck the eye in the sky, y'all, bitch. Yeah, yeah. No, we don't die, not getting off the mic. Yeah, what am I doing here inside? The wise ones, here brings a melancholy to come. Yeah, put that frown upside down,
yes, I don't intend to think that my inner essence coalesce with the reason of the divine feet. Yo, I'm the kid, I'm pop through, yo, you can divine new kid. I'm just growing slowly, yeah. Sometimes if I'm in the lawn, you might have to know me, but I'm in the northeast, yo, I'm east by the east, and sometimes I can make my way decoratively onto a Christmas breeze, rapping about plants and the ants and the bugs and the snails with whales to whales. Yo, sometimes you just gotta go and set sail into a new streamline of time and consciousness rhymes, so you can understand why you are here. The meaning can be sublime, but you'll find you can be like an open book for whatever you love, because sometimes your gifts are not just sent from above, but they're concealed in the white dove that's on your shoulder parroting the truth, and you wonder if you should take that or a noose. But I'll tell you, just ride to the caboose and take it real slow, because your essence is a divine process. You gotta let it grow, and it's something that you wanna own, and never moan or wail about things if they're moving slowly like a snail, because it's just meaning that you're getting impaled.
Well, there's already a limited amount of
Try to
resources.
fast forward something that you don't want to
Well, these
entail.
people come-
Don't let it be derailed. So stay in the present, yo, and let that shit glow, evanescent, fluorescent. I prefer the halogenic lights myself, but don't tell the government or anybody
these-
else, you know.
when
It's
these
just
people
between
come
you and
here,
me that my
they're
prophecy
coming to
sets
our
me free,
community.
because I think that this is something
Where
that
there's
my
already
past
a
life I was
limited
born
amount of
with, and now in
resources.
this one I perceive
And now we have to compete with people who willing to do the jobs we already don't really want to do for a much cheaper price. So it make it easy for them to take over our neighborhoods. It make it easy for them. Now they got stores with the Indians and everybody else now. And then now they'll be looking at us like we crazy, and we the ones that's from here.
How did it feel to even be mentioned on a level of a Joe Rogan where he's tuned in to Big Homie.CC and
Not
he's
something you can describe.
Yeah, man. I found out he watches all of my stuff.
It's like
Crazy.
walking me into a
He's big on conspiracy.
He's big on
place that I have no
conspiracy, and I feel
familiarity
like
at all with. I mean, I don't
being
even
able to come on
recognize the screws and
certain
bolts of this
platforms
thing.
like this one.
It's just completely off the wall as far as a target. So I have nothing to relate it to. So I have to just present it as I am, or so. Bolts, parts of, I've seen something I have not even rudimentary terms for, as far as other than Gestaltic concept. And you're asking me to draw this, so that's why my drawings aren't going to be very good. Given that that's true, page 1 is, I have a bunch of water, land, ice, and all these general things written in here. This is generally a very desolate area. And I drew in the mountain range. I wrote mountains. This is a whole range of mountains that extends for thousands of miles. So that'll give you an idea of the scale at which I'm drawing here. And I sort of put an X where I perceive the target to be. Going to the target, And I believe that the target's placed deep in this mountain range, in this desolate area, in a way, A, that it's virtually almost impossible to discover its exact location. B, if it was discovered and you were to nuke it, you would probably have to waste every nuke you own to get to it, because the mountains actually would shield it from all kinds of effect. So it's put there with great deliberation, you know, as far as hardening and that sort of thing. Page 2 is what I perceive to be a grid pattern with some kind of a suspended plate or emission type device over it, objects that are very large and atomic. It doesn't, I wrote portable, I hate to use that.
I'm inquisitive about your choice of atomic as well.
It's the only thing that provides the power that this thing eats. This thing uses power, like it's just doesn't use it for long periods of time. It uses it for pulses measurable in thousandths of seconds. But the power output that it uses like a massive amount of power, and the only thing it can provide it is an atomic plant of some sort.
Okay.
But it's not a major power station atomic plant, but it is a power plant.
On the scale of what we know as 3 Mile Island, it isn't like that.
No.
It is something considerably smaller.
That could be constructed and carried, could be constructed in one place, broken down and reassembled.
All right. Now,
that kind of a power unit.
Now, again, I would like to take the opportunity to interrupt you right here rather than wait till you're through with your descriptions.
Okay.
Because there's something that is relevant here. At one point in your prelude to your description, you say, I don't recognize this, and I have a lack of everything. With that in mind, I would like to address the word atomic power unit. Okay. Of I keep getting this impression.
Your source stream connection point.
The power
the zero in the middle of the 808.
If you remember on the tape I said the distance up is relative to distance.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yo. Yeah. 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 Yo. Yeah, it's like the town, like the town, curly and motherfucking me. I give a swirly, I lift you up by your feet. For every heartbeat, he reminds you, yeah, that's where you started. In the womb, nigga, the fertile minds inside of me and you, yeah, maybe connected. but only cause that one time that you start, no disrespected, it's an art. Yeah, that heart grew the brain grew the spine. Think I got it like I probably grew another line just to say my name. R-Y-N-E, spelled it rhyme. Oh, wow, you smelt that. Smell sublime, yeah, subliminally with the subtle nuances. Oh wow, I got it like a new Pontius, bitch. I pilot past y'all. Yeah, like you buy the fuckable and don't see the coded matrix zone. Wow, and you're known and unknown. It's right there, y'all. They put in numbers, the translations. It's like golf. Yelling for skins on the course, getting ripped off like you could bet on it, like an alpha state. Or beta state, yo, or theta state, or delta gamma radiation from his microphone parameter detection. Oh wow, it's him. He breaks the barometer with his thermometer hotter than his dick. Oh wow, hot as his sick ass sickle, reaping what he sows. Yeah, it's me. Blows it out like bless you before he even runs out of the fucking zone, out the nose. Wow, into the unknown zone. Here be dragons off the map, all retarded. Oh man, I maybe be retarded, uncharted territory. Yeah, smarter than the boring ass flow that you're probably waiting on to get. No, yeah, fuck Ryan, get him out of my ear hole. DJ GPS and this motherfucker, yeah, get out my ear hole.
Piece of the pie that can be cut out of this umbrella.
Get out my ear hole.
And it can be widened or
That
narrowed,
white dude out my fucking ear
raised
hole.
or shortened
What's he doing?
based on whatever function you're going to do.
Yo, what's he doing when he spit that fluid? He's a fucking shoo-in.
And I said that I sense it has a duality of function. One is communications in a very low frequency range, and the other is the exact opposite extreme, a high excitation of some molecular unit that's pushed out to the effective maximum effective range, creates a shield
What is that called?
any electronics devices pass through it would be
Cockballsy.
altered.
Yeah.
It's the best thing.
It's like every day you wake up like a cock, all ballsy, yeah, rooster cuckooing like these all frozzy, lousy motherfucker, yeah, can't even think of something that rhymes with a Bugatti, yeah, he's woke up.
Pulses of 10 to the minus whatever.
The ringer.
They're individually
blockhead
pinpointed on the shield matrix, and they're walked one behind the other in a zigzag, a back and forth pattern.
Traveling the road while this tree shake back and forth, leaves fall on the money while I see the scene of the green of the clouds and the fiend and the reen to the rowdy, the rhyme to the dream time. In my hymen, next time, by the wine, bottle in the sun, tail it when I'm young.
I may be wrong about the vectoring of how it
smells. Got synesthesia, smelling colors, seeing, taste, feeling the reach of human race.
I don't get a feeling for an aggressive nature of this.
Spray it like salt and pepper or mace. Yeah, pepper sprays, yeah, I don't need to lace nothing in the unseen. I let it be shown, exposed. Yeah, you got it like the sniff of your nose to a bless you and bless me too for the flow. Got it like he's planting the seeds that we grown. Yeah, the unseen is unknown and known.
At no time did you discuss occupancy.
No, okay. I'm glad that you did ask that, because I don't sense the
The first snowfall, joints be falling, joints raining, joints, as Ross foot comes out the woods, killing that kush with the goods, tidy, all too mighty, all in society. We stand
like a relay
with our hand up our ass when the failing of the plan. Drink up, be hearty. Procrastinating for the chrome zone. So walk and reflect on the moment that you already know. Zoned out again, yeah, chrome shout. Look at my friend, look at the mirror that I'm written on. Yeah, look at the shit, this porcelain you sitting on, shitting on down in it. Aurora Borealis passed in that shit in prison, did it? Disney, wow, Blizzy gets me grinding, R-Y-N-E-Y, yeah, so grinding with unseen, listening where the things at. Hit that coat hanger and put yourself back in the womb till that other woman stops to scream. Killing in the bank, spank. Like his whole cover, claim to fame. Yeah, no other, it's his mother. Yeah, it's going flow, it's insane. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's plain or new or unusual or a different color. Yeah, I get so close, I'll make you smother. So you can't breathe, no mother me or you. Yeah, it doesn't matter, it's the scene and unseen fluid. Do it like this. Yeah, I spit it like shit. Motherfucker, yeah, it tastes like the smell is bad as grits. Swimming like the synovial fluid in the joints, lighting up the good shit. All my palatine points, my feeling of the rejoice, the body of the soul within my bowels.
But waiting. Protective umbrella.
Sing with the gleam and the gold coming out my teeth and the aches of the cake I just had before I just stepped on that rake. I feel like stealing the heat and the heavy of the win and the victory. I'm not here for the salutes. I'm here for the roots of the problem that is in the elephant in the room. in the gloom of the afternoon to
What is protected by the umbrella?
Like Michael Franzese, like being on TV, on syndicated television
National,
shows.
something national force.
They in Nebraska in the basement with their drawers on, and ooh, they get to typing.
Eating a mayonnaise sandwich.
Oh boy,
with a bag of boiled eggs.
Boy, so that makes me say, of course, Club Shay Shay. Shout out to Shannon Sharp and him and Cat Williams. They're either their activity going out in LA, and it's like there's a light show every other night in another city that they're recording, especially what happened in New Jersey. Give me your take on that as far as what's going on with these unwarranted situations.
Right. Okay. So the gentleman who martyred himself in the Cybertruck in Vegas, before he died, he released some documentation saying that these drones are from a Chinese back engineered program of anti-gravity propulsion systems. And as soon as I saw that, I'm like, Some of them look like, non-human intelligence, but then some of them just scream China to me because they say they seen them coming up out the ocean and then going over into airspace that we own. Now, if you look over into airspace that we own. Now, if you look at what China has been doing with Taiwan, they've been blatantly going into the airspace over places they're not supposed to provoke an attack. Now, I received some information, and you can pull this up. Our military found out where the command center was for a lot of these drones. It was a Chinese satellite that they shot down, and the satellite went down over Argentina. So that footage exists. So, to me, and then we see China show their 2 new fighter jets, their stealth bomber. I see them showing that type of stuff. To me, it was just like, look, we're going to take Taiwan. There's nothing you can do about it. Get ready for war. That's what it says to me, honestly.
Yeah, I believe Russia and China were flying very close to Alaskan airspace to where it just brings the question, like, is America still the superpower that we feel like we are? Or can we get ganged on that easily?
Right. So this is why you see Trump say we need to purchase Greenland. We need to make Canada the 52nd state. We need to put another base on the outskirts of Alaska, because Putin has an initiative to say that he wants to take back Alaska. That used to be Russian territory. We bought it from him. So we can get ganged up on. But the problem is Russia been catching hell with the Ukrainians to the point where they had to go outsource to get North Korean soldiers. Those battle groups is just not going to be formidable enough for the American war fighting machine. Then, we got train systems that our government uses to go from coast to coast that people don't really even know about. I've been telling people war with China is eventually going to come. And that right there is just a precursor.
Oh, yeah. No, it definitely does bring worry. So I have to ask, when it comes to Trump saying, I'm going to declassify the classified files of the JFK assassination, MLK assassination, and show the world whatever we were holding back, we're going to give to y'all. And then immediately you see the JFK situation to where it looks like they're showing that the guy riding in the car with him possibly could have had a gun on him and possibly put one in JFK. And these are questions that we kind of put to bed after so many decades of not knowing. Does this help the American people to declassify these person to know this stuff?
It helps. It definitely helps, but you know what else it helps? It helps Donald Trump. Because this is his version of a dead man switch. Let me show y'all that the same people who tried to kill me killed these people. This is definitely two-pronged, and he was strategic about this because he waited till certain people died also before he filed for this. So, you know, we may see Congress try to block it, but
do you think the American people need to know what, like, do we?
Why are you not investing?
Do we need the information of need to know what, like, do?
If you want to change democracy, you have to create an idea. No war can be fought without an idea. Belief. You have to create belief to get people to support you. Point blank period. If you want to make it so you can get a third term, if you want them to change the Constitution so you can have a lifetime rule, this type of stuff have to come out. You got to show like, yeah, the people that y'all been voting in policy been killing people, killing y'all beloved leaders, and will kill y'all and have killed y'all. Look, they tried to kill me. Before Kennedy died, they swapped out his whole Secret Service staff. They did the same thing to Trump when he got shot. Same thing. Why is it that the president is considered a temporary employee so he cannot get a security clearance higher than certain people who've been in government jobs for 30, 40 years? Are you really the head of state? These are things that's going on. He knows.
Without question. I'm just curious if us as black people realize truths about Martin Luther King that we don't want to hear, you feel like it will kill his dream that he had for us if it was a situation where Martin, he wasn't just the cream of the crop of the guys, and they actually showed it to us.
At the end of the day, for a man to be considered the cream of the crop, he got to be able to be faithful to his wife. Point blank, period. And then when it comes down to it, you know, some of the same people we seen him with, Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton, they knew what happened, man. They was government assets, man. They knew what happened. They knew the fix was there. That's why they still around. He got traded on. You know, Al Sharpton is a documented FBI informant.
Documented.
Right. So, you know, I really don't think most black people is gonna care, honestly, because, you know, we busy chasing money, trying to keep the lights on.
Yeah, it seemed like they already took him out of schools. Like, hey, we ain't about to really teach this Martin Luther King stuff. We ain't about to really, you know, hold on to that.
Right.
Oh. So I had to ask then, because you see, let me just ask you: is Elon Musk? Is he AI? Like when I seen a video of him, his eyes just twitching, and he was scanning the room like the doll from Squid Games. I'm like, what's going on with Elon Musk? Or is he just super brilliant, autistic, or whatever?
So look, man, when you got a lot of flexible income, you know, a lot of things are available to you. You know, a lot of rich guys I know, you know, they party, man. You feel me? It might be hard for you to sit still at the little inauguration, man. You feel me? You might be, you rolling. Like, man, how long this finna go on? How long this finna take place? You know, he a South African dude, you know. All the inventors that we ever seen was a little bit weird. And you know, this is a guy who is planning on building a space-faring civilization. You know, he said he's gonna die on Mars. The guy living in a boxable casita right now. You know, and he's telling everybody to have as many kids as possible. Because, you know, when he says the human birth rate's on decline, nobody, they just ignore that. They just try to compare him to Hitler and stuff like that,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, because you see him do
He's white.
The Hitler sign.
He went from his hard deal. He's white, man.
I mean, he did so much conviction. He was so good.
Bro, because if he was giving Trump $45 million a month for the election. $45 million a month for the election. Without him, there is no free speech in America. So he passionate about it, you know. To call him a Nazi, you know, the swastika has been around for thousands of years before the Nazis. You feel me?
Right.
And you know, without Hitler encountering the Vril, there would be no Holocaust.
Right.
You know, it's documented that he and his people encountered a group of people not from here, and they influenced them. Whatever realm they was from, they discovered this.
Right.
You feel me? So, you know, like, trying to call Elon Hitler. What else can you, what dirt do they have on the man? Nothing.
I mean, he sent 2 black women into space. I can't hate it.
Man, the man a game changer, man.
Yeah, man. I can't hate it. I can't hate it. What, you think he gonna buy TikTok? Or they might even offer to sell it to him?
I find it hard to I don't think that Trump is going to allow the app to remain under Chinese control.
Yeah.
And then I don't think, but then the monopoly laws come in play if Zuckerberg buys it, because then he'll have a monopoly on social media. So they're going to put together some little groups to purchase that for sure.
That's real. Now, Big Homie, you went viral recently talking about Bigfoot.
Right.
And I was really amazed. Like, this is still a thing, that there is an animal that is listed that could be considered Bigfoot. Can you explain once again what exactly was the Bigfoot theory that you spoke on for our audience to dissect?
Okay, so like, you know, like I say, I don't invent or embellish. I don't state my opinions as facts. Anything I speak on, I got my 10,000 hours in. When it comes to this, in any court of law in America, eyewitness testimony and circumstantial evidence is enough to convict you and give you a life sentence. When it comes to the evidence for this creature, there are thousands of casts of footprints, handprints, thigh prints, there's video footage, there's audio recordings, and then you got David Paulides, who is an incredible investigator. He has a program called Can-Am Missing. He's got books out, Missing 411 series. He's got a movie on Amazon I think everybody should watch, Missing 411 UFO Connection. Him and Dr. Melba Ketchum was funded by a guy named Erickson. This is a couple $1 million project. Their goal was to map the genome of this creature through biological samples. Now, there is footage of this creature.
There are 101 ways that you could get clients for your agency, coaching, or consulting business, but there are 3 to avoid. Number 1.
Through biological samples. Now, there is footage of this creature in private collections that people won't let come out. Now, in Washington state, it is illegal to shoot or kill Bigfoot. Illegal. In Yellowstone National Park, this creature is listed in the directory of animals at the park. Why would it be there?
Is it a man?
Every Native American tribe that exists, they acknowledge this creature to be an actual people. In their literature and their documentation, they used to trade with them until things went awry, human beings doing human being things, and then it started getting cracking with them. This is documented. The Navajo Rangers, I met these guys, serious dudes. Serious, dangerous guys. They'll tell you that it's real. They successfully mapped the DNA from biological samples, and most of its DNA shows it's human. There's several hair samples that don't exist the hair samples don't exist anywhere in our scientific tree. Unknown humanoid primate. That's what the science say. And then, I had an experience where I'm working on a property with some other guys, all ex-military dudes. I'm the youngest dude, and I'm not ex-military. So, I gotta do the grunt work. And I'm the biggest motherfucker, so I gotta carry all type of shit and do all type of shit. The owner of the property, very wealthy real estate tycoon guy. For some reason, ladies look at me and just be cool and want to sit down and chop it up with me. The ladies always treat me nice. I end up getting cool with his wife. I like the barbecue on the grill, you feel me? But on this property, it's a sprawling property. You got to get on ATVs to go from this part to this part. I'm not good with that type of stuff though, you feel me? I never rode a bicycle before or a motorcycle. ATV, first time I got on, I flipped off of it, hurt myself. Cool, I'm just gonna walk. So she see me walking with the charcoal and everything. I'm finna fire the grill up, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna get to that. Fool see me on the grill, he pull up on the ATV, he got some beers. We get to chopping it up. He said, you know what, you're a good man. He invited me inside to his big game trophy room. He got animals, taxidermy stuffed, man. And, I seen something. I saw something. I'm a big dude, but I saw something that was much bigger than me. Stuffed, taxidermy, missing one hand. I seen this. I seen these things on the guys. I'm merching this. When I seen it, the hair on my neck stood up and it gave me a weird feeling. Like, man, what's this? You feel me? Like, hold on. Like, dude, gigantic, thighs, huge, shoulders wide. I'm like, damn. And I'm just looking, and I see him looking at me. We didn't talk much about it. All he said was, the big old boys are real. They're out there. And I'm looking like, man. And looking at the face is what got me though. Because the face was like I'm looking at a person. But this wasn't a person. And every bit of 9 feet tall. And, I had to get permission to talk about this. I got permission to talk about it. I just can't say the location and stuff like that. He don't want people sneaking on his property and things like that. They said that it came out of Washington. It said that apparently they had been tracking it for a minute, according to him, and they can go in and out of our viewpoint apparently. You feel me? They got a shot off. They seen it get hit in the arm, and then it went out of sight. They tracked it. A couple days later, they found the body, And the hand that was missing, they had in a display. It was splayed out like this, in a case on his arm, underneath where he had a giraffe, a lion, and I want to say like a zebra or something. And look, I saw that. I'm not saying, I can't say that I seen a Sasquatch, Yahweh, or Bigfoot or anything walking, nothing like that. But that's what I saw. And on every continent on the earth, there's a story about a similar creature. So
There's a story about the soldiers coming in contact with something that you probably described in Afghanistan. Did you ever hear about that?
the giant of Kandahar.
Yeah, and it killed some of the soldiers, and there's soldiers that live to tell about it, but they won't talk about it. What do you think about that? You think that's real?
I think it's real for sure.
Right.
You got this the thing, bro. When you meet them guys who in the upper echelon of military, I'm getting a chill talking about this. Because if they catch you making something up, bro, it's bad for you. You will be on a desk. You know, you will lose your pension. Like if you making stuff up, they don't like that. They call it stolen valor. They take that stolen valor very serious. And for me, you know, bro, when you've been out in the field with dudes that's trained weapons, and you know that you got to be switched on for them to even respect you or acknowledge you or speak to you, you treat them a lot different. So when I see people on the internet calling real tier 1 operators liars, and that's crazy to me because, bro, you take 60 of them and drop them anywhere in any war, any battle, it's gonna change the course of that war, bro. That's how bad these dudes are. Like this is the top level. So you know, a lot of strange things took place in Afghanistan, bro. You know, and you know, Forrest Galante is out right now trying to, because he believed that the giant sloth still exists. You know, there's a group of researchers right now who believe that Denisovan still exists in parts of deep in Russia and in Siberia. They out researching trying to find these things. So, you know, when it comes down to like cryptids and stuff like that, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm gonna do my research. I'm a research. I done been to Portland, Oregon on my own, out there trying to see what I can put together. You feel me? You know, you hear some things. It's like, man, what was that? How can that be that loud? You feel me? Who lungs that big to make a sound that loud? Yeah, I got back in the car immediately. It's time to go. Like, I don't really got time for that because, you know.
Don't go looking.
Yeah, you know, I heard, I'm black. I heard enough.
I know how this movie is.
Yeah, I know how this go. I heard enough. Because he out there somewhere. He got it. But no, that's real deal. That's real deal for sure. And dude who showed it to me had a little smirk on his face when he seen me looking at it. And then I didn't ask him nothing. He just said the big old boys are real. They're out there.
So, Big Homie, let's touch on your specialty real quick. You specialize in retrieval of human trafficking. And let me just ask you, just speak on human trafficking for a second. When you look at a Diddy case, you look at the word human trafficking and where, you know, R. Kelly and, you know, there's RICO cases of human trafficking. And do you feel like human trafficking has been, let's just say, weaponized for the black male celebrity before we go into details of human trafficking? Do you feel like they weaponize that against us to move across state lines in order to pursue sex out of somebody? Like, it kind of...
Here's my thing with this. Nowhere on the planet is the black male, does he get sympathy from anybody? But for some reason, we begging for every little thing, instead of holding ourselves at the highest standard. Because if you look at the onset of racism, we would have to behave at a higher level than they would have to, than the people who putting these laws into place. Because any sport we get into, we take over that shit. Anything we get into, we dominate it. So of course, I'm like, man, look, man, don't let these niggas in here. Because then when we get there, we bring our people in, and now we just thugging out in public now. You see what I'm saying? So like, we as a group have to hold ourselves more accountable and know that we special. That's the problem with all of this. Come on, man, you get all this money. You know they gonna try to find something. How many white pimps you seen? How many Mexican pimps you seen? Show me one Samoan pimp.
Samoan? I don't know. Yeah, we take advantage. We do take advantage
of everything. If there's a will, there's a way. We gon' figure it out. Because if we got the least amount of resources, the least amount of support, but yeah, we make this shit look good than a motherfucker. Tell me I'm lying.
Little flashy.
Look where I'm at right now.
Little flash. Little flash.
I'm on the blue couch.
Little flash.
I'm on the blue couch everywhere I go. Man, that blue couch interview, man, took you to the next level, man. Man, I'm proud of you, man. Right on, big dog. Everywhere I go. Ladies walk up to me, put my number in your phone. I'm like, damn.
So you saying we get an inch and we take a mile? Is that what you're saying?
For sure.
Like
we shouldn't be doing that shit in the first place. Point blank, period.
I don't think Larry
it's because of us they
changed
bro, think about it. Pimp culture only exists in our community.
It does. I haven't seen it, especially at the level that we do it at.
So of course, that human trafficking law is way more scary than pimping and pandering. It's just the facts, bro. We have to police ourselves to hold ourselves to a higher standard. No place in the world can we show up and motherfuckers gonna be happy. We coming in here fly, icy. We got the lingo. They dress like us. Everybody want to talk like us. People.
I mean, we kings.
Right. So we should act like it.
Yeah, true. Higher standards.
Oh, no.
So let me ask you then, within this world, because you're like the black Liam Neeson, you know, straight taking 5, taking 8, you saving them and bringing them back. I have to get your take on this story that is kind of rocking America right now because they don't know how to lean. It's a story of a guy named Jarvis Butts, who was 41, who I believe he impregnated his what is quote unquote niece. They may not be related, but they called uncle and niece, and she was 12, turning 13, and now she is missing, not to be found. All they know is that in trial and the standing trial that they have to set, they see text messages of her being pregnant, her wanting to meet him, and now she's missing. Nobody. But the family is torn because they like Jarvis. And Jarvis has been a good guy, and they're kind of supporting him. And they even recently threw a birthday for him while he's in jail and being held. And when you see something like this, to where a 41-year-old man, these text messages are real, where he's texting a 12-year-old that technically, quote unquote, is his family. And she gets pregnant. Now she's missing. How often do we see something like this, especially in the Black community, where that Uncle Chester situation is happening?
I've seen this several times where this type of person gets enabled by the family. I've seen it several times. So then somebody in the family, usually a woman, who work her job, she's not going. So she gonna come to me and the guys and say, hey, I got this. I need him to get his head busted. I need him to know to move out of town. I've seen this over and over and over. And
you say she's not going, meaning that
she's not going for it. Like, auntie, grandma and them will say one thing, tell her she crazy. It's her baby, the one that's missing. She not crazy. She get up and go to work every day. Her daughter stains for life. She can't fix it. All she know is something needs to happen to fool. I've seen it over and over and over. Hella times. So many times, it makes me sick sometimes, a lot of times. And that's why, y'all seen some of my homies, bro. Like, sometimes I can't let them. I gotta do this one alone. Cause it's been plenty of times where a lady will try to backdoor. She'll go behind my back, compensate them. And then we go on a retrieval. You hear somebody screaming for God. Hold on, what's going on? They up there getting,
How do you not put your feelings into it? How do you keep intact knowing that happened?
Yeah, this is why I'm single to this day, because I realize I don't really have many feelings left. I really can't be emotionally accountable for a grown woman. That's why I don't have children or nothing. I was outside a little too long. You feel me? I'm gonna have to just go it alone from here. You feel me? Because, that's just where I'm at with it. Seen so much, heard so many recordings, seen so many women crying about.
Hey, did you know you might get a big cash payout if you were in a car accident in the last year? Yep, even if you weren't driving.
About this type of stuff, like many recordings, seen so many women crying about this type of stuff, like it numbs you for sure. You know what I'm saying? I felt like doing my duty. It paid off in the end, but it was at a great cost for sure.
There's one in every family. I don't know one person that doesn't have a weird uncle or somebody in the family. Why do you think when it comes to these particular people that as a family, you may say oh, get him out of town or he needs to go away versus going to the law and having him arrested and having him do time for the things that he's done to the children in the family?
Oftentimes, a child isn't of the mental state to stand trial. Oftentimes, a child can't be questioned by law without an authoritative or family member or parent being there. And then rape kit take 3 weeks.
So really, she's asking why, explain it more what you're saying.
I'm just saying why, let's say the auntie, that your husband is touching on your nieces and nephews. Why not go to the police? Why, you just need to leave town or just move out of the house or just whatever, instead of being you're going to prison, you're a pedophile and you're going to prison.
Because, oftentimes in our community, the appreciation for the man is incentive-based. You feel me? So even if they despise you, well, he do pay this and he pay this and he do that. He might have a drinking problem and touch on the girls, but just don't bring no kids around him. But he gonna go find it elsewhere. But this is why I say we gotta police ourselves, because I done been in Africa. And in the villages, you violate, they come cut your hands off.
Whoa.
They come tie you to a pole and set you on fire for everybody to see that. You know, you can only reason so much with men. Point blank, period. Like, I've seen it over and over and over. You know, I'm working on a situation right now with a young lady. Her name Tasia. You feel me? She was born into a cult. You know, I got the audio recordings of her confronting her mother for why'd you let this happen to us? And as soon as something happened to a lady, nobody believes them at first. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's troubling for me to speak about, but you know, a lot of this comes from slavery. Because due to 400 years here where sex with children was normal, breeding programs existed, where ladies had to sit idly by while incestuous situations was made to take place, that was the onset of this for sure.
What's the cheapest amount you've seen somebody sold for, or heard about somebody sold for?
How much is an 8-ball? Yeah, I just like $50 a child.
Damn. When you have to get your hands dirty, right? How do you cope?
Oh man. Yeah, I don't really got no problem with that. It's like my favorite thing to do, really.
Right.
Cause with a look in somebody's eye, bro, when they know they bogus, and they know when they see you what you there for, and you catch them, you see people do strange things. You know, motherfuckers try to get low and all that, reason with you, screaming for God and Jesus, mama, all that type of stuff.
Right.
You know it's not genuine. As soon as you leave away from here, they're gonna do it again. We take their phone.
Right. So, have you ever looked at a man's eyes and felt that it was genuine, like he would really stop?
No.
It's in him.
Yeah.
So, like, it's in R. Kelly. It's in him.
That's who he is. That's who he is.
So for you, and it's like you get pleasure after getting this shit out of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I done pulled motherfuckers' fingernails and shit off with pliers and shit before. Motherfucker get the holler. Nah, nigga, don't holler down, motherfucker.
When you see a situation like you know, the child sex registry where you have to label yourself as an offender, you know, you even seen like Kendrick play that with Drake and all the, you know, do you feel like that registry is needed when, you know, you're trying to move to a neighborhood and you're like, I should be able to pull up to see how far and how many offenders are near my children? Because a lot of men feel like they shouldn't have to register or go in at Halloween to go all sit at one spot and not be at home. Do you feel like that's needed, like for the rest of someone's life, if they committed something at 21 with a 16-year-old, they're 53 now, and like, yeah, you got to get registered, bro.
Yeah, I believe that's a tool that I use often. Like the sex offender registry list. Whenever a child disappears in an area, that registry list is gonna be key most times. Key because they always operate in groups. One pedophile knows 10. Because one of the ways they make money is they're selling pornographic images and videos. Only people like them are gonna purchase that. So that's why that type of stuff is very important, for sure.
The fact that you've been blessed with a brain and brawn.
For sure,
Right,
for sure,
right,
for
right.
sure. Yeah,
You
definitely,
know,
definitely,
yeah.
definitely.
Where do you see yourself taking this? Because it seems like I feel like I don't know how to say this, but like that you kind of play bodyguard, if that makes it kind of like
Yeah. Okay, that's something I definitely want to speak on. You know, I felt like I made it very clear that my bodyguard career took drastic changes along the way.
Right.
I deviated from the athletes and rappers to dealing with the ladies involved with them.
Right.
And then I really became sort of a fixer for people who had issues they couldn't go to. You know, like I didn't bring up a lot of this stuff until I knew I was going to be done.
right. Because you've seen it and you're like, I'm getting away from that.
I'm like, I'm gonna have to get away from this. And even with the human trafficking stuff, like, I swore my homies to secrecy about this until when I came to the internet, they knew, okay, when he come to the internet, the big fella about to be done.
Right.
So like I'm at the end of the road with that. You feel me? So like when I decided I was gonna pivot, I didn't expect all of this though. I didn't expect to be so highly sought after, to come on platforms and do interviews and people to seek my professional advice. I didn't expect all of this. It just snowballed into this. But we kept, in order for us to do this for so long, we had to keep it a secret.
Right.
Because like once word had got out before, they were sending people trying to entrap us and stuff like that. And, we had to be very strategic. So, anybody that I'm gonna be being a bodyguard for now, I really have to quit completely because everywhere I go, people like, CC, hold on, man. And then like
you the celebrity.
Right. And famous guys do not like that.
Right, no, of course not.
They hate that. Right. And yeah, this done really made me a celebrity. Like everywhere I go, bro. Like I got a meet and greet tomorrow. It's like 75 people. So, like I said, I owe it to y'all. I owe it to my boy Brian. You feel me? I didn't expect all of this. But, like people be trying to say, oh, who have you bodyguarded for? Like, man, on my YouTube, I posted a lot of receipts with people. But certain aspects of what we do,
Right.
4 years ago, my homies was not in the mental state to be able to get on the camera, man.
No, facts.
You feel me? So like,
shout out to Duga.
Shout out to Duga, you feel me? And it was a lot of work to get him.
We fuck with you, Dugar, bro.
That's
come
my boy.
back and sit down, bro. We fuck with you.
Yeah, hell yeah. We gon'
Yeah.
Man, he asked about you all the time, man. We were dropping the album. Yeah. He said, man, when you get up there, call me.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, man, chill. Yeah, chill. Tell him to
that nigga
so.
Dugar, we gonna do a track, for sure.
For sure,
yeah,
for sure.
We do that, we make that happen.
For sure, so yeah.
Bro, I got a question. All right, so there's certain things that your eyes are not supposed to see, right?
Right.
Give me one thing that you saw that your eyes were not supposed to see.
Yeah, I seen a guy trying to make a child have intercourse with a donkey. And yeah, that changed me. That changed me for a long time. Like, that sat with me for a long time. And yeah, I think about that from time to time.
You heard about Ariel Castro, who, of course, had those 3 girls up in the basement in Cleveland, Ohio, and had children by him and kept them there for a decade or so. Is that the worst trafficking story you've heard? Are there worse stories out there than that in regards from the horrors we don't see?
I'll say this. While we sitting here right now, that same situation is going on probably tenfold. I lived in Cleveland before. And that's somebody who came across our desk before. And it's almost like when he seen us, like he kind of knew. Nobody's ever asked me that, but I spent a lot of time in Cleveland. We did 4 retrievals out there, and they used to call him R. Kelly in the neighborhood. So, yeah, facts.
Can you spot?
Introducing Weight Loss by Hims. Personalized prescriptions, including GLP-1 injections.
Yeah, facts.
Can you spot a child predator?
Yes.
If you were to...
Yes, I can.
What are the signs? No, for those who don't know, what are the signs that maybe a mother should look for? Like, just what are the signs that you think someone may, like, not even the signs, but also just some of the demeanor, mannerisms they may have that you should look out for?
When they see children, if they stare with their mouth open and their nose flares, that's 1. 2, there's a certain distinctive look that they have in their eyes. And I used to have I can show you actually. I can show you actually. It's a certain, nobody ever asked me. This is why I love coming up here, man. Watch this.
We're trying to get behind the psychoanalysis of it.
Okay.
The psychoanalysis of it all. I mean, it's interesting because these are questions that maybe a new mother wouldn't even know to look for when they have a brand new child and they have a 4-year-old daughter and they're okay with the uncle or they're okay with the ice cream man and they just don't, or whoever it may be. And shout out Swann and Tom McFarlane. But it's these are the things that a new parent may not know to look for.
Man, I'm finna pull this up. Before I leave, you'll have it.
Okay, yeah. As you're pulling it up, and we definitely want to make sure, we see it, but I have to, as we get up out, make sure we touch on the process of what you're doing with Dugar. Of course, shout out Busy B, as far as in your team behind the scenes, as far as what you are shooting and what you are putting together. To shout out to capture these, what's it called, the retrievals?
Yes, sir.
To do what you're doing and having people call you. This is a legit business.
Yes.
That you're doing legit work for legit people. This is not constructed, produced. These are real scenarios that people are coming in and needing your assistance to find. And what is the criteria for someone to say, hey, I'm looking to do a retrieval? How long does someone need to be missing? What information they need to have? Sometimes it might be a pimp in the whole situation. Like, I need my daughter back. A pimp got her. What criteria are you looking for when someone does come to get a retrieval done?
So if you look on my Instagram, there's a guy on there, his name is Dustin. Dustin Rose drove from Maine to Vegas to meet us. We do a threat assessment. The threat assessment, to properly mitigate risk, we got to do a rundown of all the information. And we have you get a polygraph test done. The threat assessment is to prove validity of your claims. It's to make sure that, a lot of people are mentally unhinged these days. You feel me? They'll be obsessed with a female and want you to try to go take her from a boyfriend, crazy stuff like that. So, we call you to the war room. You feel like that video you see, dude got searching dude? That's real deal. So that's real deal. You feel me? And like, we never would film this type of stuff, but you gotta have receipts. You on the internet making waves. So like, part of the retrieval series though, there are gonna be some cinematic parts where things are done in a cinematic scope, but you also gonna see hands-on in the field, us going out after getting information And, you know, we put people through the gambit to make sure that you're not playing. And also, you know, I got to take your phone, make sure I ain't seeing no wiener pics in there either, because things get heinous, things get tricky. But we have never, now we done been unsuccessful. You feel me? We done been injured, maced, tased, shot, a lot of things. But I'll be honest, over like the 5, 6, 7 years, they got real lazy. You know, like lookouts at spots used to be dangerous dudes. Now, you pull up to the spot, the lookout, a meth head passed out in the car. Or they got a little woman as a sex worker, she to look out for the other females. I'm like, man, this y'all security? So, you know, that money too good, you feel me? And I guess business booming, they done got lazy, you feel me? And then, you know, we be fucking up people's money. So, you know, people be mad. People be mad. That's a dude right now. He got a video up. He's showing like these fingers is gone. He's trying to say I did it to him, shit like that. People like that coming out, you know. I'm going ahead and make my exit here in a second. You feel me? I'm I'm following the protocols.
What race do you see the most trafficked?
White women. For sure. Yeah.
Prize ponies, I guess you could say.
Say that again?
No, I'm not gonna say it again. With that being said, it's 2025 for Big Homie.CC. Man, you're making waves all over the place.
Okay, yeah, man. A lot of big things coming out. You know, I got the series on Look Who TV, Can't Make This Shit Up series. First episode dropped, it did good. Second episode is coming. I got a new show coming out with my homie, I Don't Know, Ro. You know, we got that finna drop. We got the Retrieval series. Michael Franzese is gonna be on that series with me. You feel me? We got that going down. We got merch. We got a lot of merch dropping. We got the Bodyguard Handbook coming. You know, we got the Ladies How to Stay Alive kit about to drop. We got we got 2 Stay Alive kits. You feel me? We got the Ladies How to Stay Alive, and then we got just the general How to Stay Alive kit. You feel me? We got those dropping. We got the Bodyguard Handbook dropping. We got
Speaking of Bodyguard Handbook, what grade do you give Kevin Costner as a bodyguard to Whitney Houston in the movie? Because you know she got shot at, and then also he fell in love with her.
I'm just like that.
You know, I always say this, right? If you in love with the person that you protecting, the chances of you going to jail and crashing out is way higher. Cause hold on, y'all play with my girl in here?
Right. Yeah.
I'm a trained killer. Watch this. And now it's just going down now. You feel me?
Rational behavior, boy.
Well, you get irrational fast over the one that you really love. You be like, oh yeah? Oh, okay, man, watch this. You never do that again. You saw that, baby? Yeah.
You saw that, baby?
Oh yeah, baby, you see that. That's what I'm on. Phone now.
That's dope. The Bodyguard Handbook. We got to make sure we get a copy of that.
I got you.
Make sure we get a copy of that.
For sure.
Anything else as far as visual, audio, anything else?
Yeah, man. We got a program going with my website, thecolony.life. We building a self-sustainable community. We're going to have 100 families. The land is here in Texas. And we partnered with Alex Miller Official. He has a company called Alex Miller Credit Repair. You come, if you sign up, you get your credit fixed, get you in a good financial position. You know, it ain't no get rich quick. You're going to learn some credit literacy, some financial things, so you can be in a good shape, get ready to buy some of these new crypto coins they got coming out. You know, financial freedom was our only hope, you know, for our community. So yeah, man, we just working. Shout out Alex Miller, we working.
There you go, man. We have to say it again. You know, it's always a wealth of knowledge to have you come in and sit down. Again, another one of many we plan on doing because, again, the world making sure that things are going the way it needs to go, and make sure that we need those protectors
For sure.
around. So we have to say it. We appreciate you coming back through and sitting on the couch and giving us all the good game. Big Homie.CC back on it. You are a real life street star.
Yes, sir.
Lego.
Like he just playing, he's poking, but just
candle slips from the grip, so whip your whip, slick your lips, and grab both of her handles. Her love, yeah, infinite 0 point in the meters.
Dealing with this criticism while still showing heroism. Believing God or not, atheism's now the normalism. The centralism of my optimism trumped by pessimism. People using euphemism over thoughts of racism. Chauvinism causing feminism. All this hate within organisms over leftism skewed by fucking journalism. Beliefs of patriotism fighting terrorism. Nazism still alive, so much hate with racialism. My skepticisms of my stigmatism fades with alcoholism. Favoritism of materialism, I lose trust in Americanism. Just make it rain.
Make it rain down, Lord.
Yeah, yeah.
Make it rain.
Just let it pour.
Oh, make it rain. Make it rain.
Just make it rain.
Make it rain down, Lord.
Let it fall down.
Make it rain.
Yeah.
Oh, make it rain.
In this nation, the admiration of flirtation coincides with the temptations of allegations of cheating on your spouse when you're on vacation. Instead of altercations, we'd rather deal with the frustration of isolation. Violations lead to the cancellation of your visitation while you're on probation. The only hydration you receive is from the precipitation of tears from the millions dying of starvation. Suffocation due to no ventilation, all that's in your imagination. The need of operation for reinstation of the sensation in your body in moderation. Using intimidation to force fornication. Same thing as molestation, and will lead you in a negative situation, leading to your own extermination.
Make it rain down, Lord.
Just let it rain.
Make it rain.
Yeah.
Oh, make it rain.
Let it fall.
Make it rain.
Just let it rain.
Make it rain down, Lord.
Yeah. Yeah.
Make it rain.
Yeah.
Oh, make it rain.
Yeah. Who is it? They ask, await patient. Pull him way back to a stasis. Check the status. All the peace fit, break for the schism. He at this, back at us, to make matters into his tongue and hand, and taking your rhyming patterns. As he just say shit. He done the done band with the funky cats, like he birds fire. The flow is genre of English to the generic made plans. Check with the sire keeps his rhymes up to get down and vanquish. Take this straight to the heart space, dome, dire straits as the heart pace back and forth in your spirit tension. I hear you panting, soar south to north, no fly zone. Yeah, he doesn't need to spit the hook, you already tugging on his pole. Catch a whiff of the close your legs as the muggles douche out their magic-less hole. Bring out your snuggie, whose line is it anyways? To draw out your tragic-less soul, heal and kick it under toe, flowing out the light of the soul. Pack a punch like a bowl, Brady Bunch harping up the stairs, get aware or get the goal, yeah.
out of the rabbit hole. There, like at the keyboard with a knife, so hack like you know. Burning the Bush family with the floodlight, out on the grassy knoll. Boar bear mystifying science, pay the mister toll. Yeah, Adam's family, flame violet, split it like hairs like a one. Cooked hairpin throw, yeah, Riney make it rain. Just make it rain sound, no, let it fall.
Yeah.
Let it fall.
Make it rain. Just rain. Make it rain. Yeah. Make it rain. Yeah. Oh, make it rain. Audio boys. Evo.